Hello.
And welcome back.
To
Sick.
see you next Tuesday.
Oh, today's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Because there's two of us.
And
We're in person.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. What's your
My-
name?
My name's Ben.
My name's Annabelle.
And we are,
Snow White.
well, true.
So true. I am Snow White today, actually.
But we're also together.
We are.
And when's the last time?
Wicked.
Oh, that wasn't that long ago.
That was November.
I thought it was going to be a lot longer.
And
than
before that, it was your mum. It was your
Good
mum.
one. I felt like it was a lot longer ago that we did an in-person one, but it was only like
It was only a couple of months ago.
4 months ago? 5.
5.
That's a long time.
It was last year.
Okay.
It was season 1.
Well,
This is our first in-person
is
episode of the
in-
season.
oh wait, I almost said in New York, but that's not true.
Zoe
Zoe Deutsch. Today we're talking about another princess, not Zoe Deutsch.
No, we're talking about Cinderella, starring Lily James.
We should do that.
We should. I've never seen.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, well, okay.
No, it's good. It's good. I like
Yeah.
it. We're here to talk about none other than
Disney's
Snow White
White.
2025.
2025.
Starring,
Gal Gadot.
that's it,
That's it. That's all you need to know.
Rachel Zegler,
Andrew Bell Feldman.
Andrew Burnap, Titus Burgess.
Titus Burgess. George
Um,
Salazar.
Other people.
And the whole ensemble.
I'm sure there's more.
I'm sure there's more. But they're the heavy hitters.
Yes.
Yes.
And you can Google it.
100%. And you've probably seen the press tour so
Cast
far.
link in the description
Description
below.
below. IMDb linked below.
Yes, this movie came out Thursday,
Yeah.
and we saw it
Today.
an hour ago.
Yeah, we did. And we're excited to tackle it because I feel like the world has many a thought.
The world has tackled it prior to it even coming
Seeing
out.
it. Yeah, actually. I feel like most people I know actually actively are like, I'm not going to see it.
Yeah. Love. This is why you don't watch trailers.
So
or
true.
why you don't watch
Press to us.
stores prior to seeing a movie.
Yeah.
What was your thoughts, or what had you heard before coming into this movie?
I mean, nothing actual, like no actual criticism. Mainly just like racism. And then people being like, oh, mad about the dwarves.
Okay.
I did hear about like dwarf drama.
I didn't hear a ton about the dwarves.
I feel like I heard about it like a year and a bit ago. Everyone's
Okay.
kind of got over it.
I've heard a lot. I was gonna say, I feel like this movie has been a long time coming.
For sure. They're like Rachel Zegler press tour that everyone was really upset about was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, but what was she?
Hunger Games?
Was it?
Maybe.
But I remember the interview that I saw that most people are like dissecting is her and Gal Gadot together. Maybe it was the announcement of it.
Maybe. I feel like this
I
press
like
tour has
it.
been going on my entire life.
No, truly, I feel like they've been talking about it forever. That
Yeah.
Now that the movie's finally out, I'm like, my God.
Yeah.
But I have not heard any dwarf drama. I saw the racism.
Yes.
Also the Gal Gadot hate train.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it.
I saw nothing about Andrew.
No, I didn't really know he was in it
Nothing
until
at
a
all.
few days ago.
I didn't know who he is until today.
You don't know who Andrew... Oh, I think you're talking about...
Barth Feldman?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
well,
talking about Andrew Burnap.
yes.
Okay.
I know who.
No,
Andrew
I knew
Barth
Andrew Burnap was in it.
Yes,
I
I
didn't know
didn't-
Andrew Barth Feldman was in it
I
until a
didn't
few
know
days
Andrew
ago.
Barth Feldman was in it until this morning.
Yeah.
Andrew Burnap, I didn't know who he was until today.
No, I learned who he was from the front room.
Yeah.
And then when I saw the front room, I saw that he was going to be in this movie.
Yes.
But... And then I didn't know Titus Burgess was in it
No,
at all.
what? I still, after watching the movie, if I hadn't seen his name in the credits.
I
on
heard it.
IMDb.
I heard it when we
Really?
when we found out. I was like, oh, that's definitely.
I heard Josh Gad. Where was he?
It was Andrew Barth Feldman.
Allegedly.
That's actually crazy because it doesn't sound anything like Andrew Barth
No,
Feldman.
not remotely.
So Andrew Barth Feldman plays
Range.
Dopey.
Yes, he does.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
I'd
And also
cast
what a
him.
moving performance from the CGI dwarf.
So I would love to see behind the scenes. Did they
Was that his motion
Did they
capture?
like do mocap for him?
If in that case, great job, Andrew.
No, he did. Like I believed Dopey.
I was emotional. No, 100% genuinely believed him the most throughout. Maybe.
But my real question is, did they mocap or was this fully like CGI?
If I had to guess, I would guess fully CGI.
I also think that
Because I mean, Andrew Barth Feldman, like Dopey didn't look super unlike Andrew Barth Feldman. I could see that, but the other dwarfs looked quite truly nothing like their
I didn't
person.
see Andrew Barth Feldman and Dopey remotely.
I guess just like white boy,
Skinny,
little
young
white boy. Yeah, I was like, I see that, sure, but like. None of the dwarves were dwarves of color.
Yeah.
Titus Burgess.
Even though the voice actors were.
Yeah, and like it's not like any of them had Titus's mannerisms or facial like anything.
And it's just like the dwarves I feel like were the most picked from the movie, like the original animated movie.
Right.
Okay, so what's your history with the original animated movie?
Yes. I watched it growing up. I liked it growing up. I feel like we have a pretty brief history. It was never like my favorite Disney movie, but it's up there ish. It's probably like top 5
Really?
of like the animated princess, not TV.
I think you meant like Disney movies in general.
God no, absolutely not. Absolutely
even
not.
like animated movies, like including
Like Pixar?
No, I'm including like Lady and the Tramp and like all the non-Disney princess movies that are still animated.
I also just realized there are new ones.
Yeah.
I'm not including like the new ones, like the ones I grew up with.
Wait, why? Why aren't you including like Rapunzel or like Frozen or?
Because I like them.
Okay.
And like Moana and stuff.
Yeah.
Because then she's probably not top. Okay.
See, top 5 is crazy to me, just in general. It's definitely not.
Well,
top
like
5.
Lady and the Tramp, I've seen once. I didn't care about.
I'm thinking like all of those movies, like Dumbo.
I hate Dumbo.
Bambi, Lady and the Tramp,
I've never
Aristocats,
seen Bambi.
Oliver and Company,
I love
The
Aristocats.
Rescuers.
I haven't seen a lot of them.
Like all of those movies. That's
I was
crazy.
out.
To
I
me.
haven't seen Brother Bear. Is that Disney?
It is. It is.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of them.
I
Maybe
think
top
I've
10.
seen
I don't
all of
know.
them.
I'll be safe.
I feel like
Of like the princesses of the original ones without like the ones I grew up with should be top 5 because there are what 7?
6. Who's bottom?
Aurora. She's hot.
Okay.
She's hot, but she sleeps through life.
All right.
Hey. And you've got Sleeping Beauty's story basically in this.
True, she does sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she doesn't prick her finger on the spinning.
No, but she eats a poison apple. That's more fun.
Is it?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more fun to like draw blood.
Okay, you sadist.
But
But that's, yeah.
also Maleficent turns into a dragon. Rather than an old woman.
Yeah, I guess that's like hotter.
Yeah, that's like cooler.
Yeah. Though, whoa, Enchanted's really good.
It makes fun of all of them. Like,
No, that's so good.
I was thinking of Enchanted the whole movie.
Me too.
Like, the
I was
whole
like,
movie.
God, Enchanted. This movie reinforced how good Enchanted is.
Oh, Enchanted is such
a good movie. It
Yeah.
kind of made me wish I was watching that.
I thought that. I was like, God, I want to watch
wanna watch
Enchanted. No, I felt that way.
Yeah.
But, so like, Snow White for me.
Yes.
Definitely not top 5. That's a crazy take.
I don't know. I don't know if that is my take.
But when I was younger, I mean, I watched a lot of Disney movies, but
Mm-hmm.
I would go through phases where I'm like, I'm going to watch them start to finish. And
Yeah.
it being the first full-length animated
Yeah.
feature, watched it a lot.
Yeah.
Because I never got to, like, I mean, I
Yeah.
did finish. I watched all of them, but, like, I never, like, really would do it every time I went
Right.
through a phase. So I would watch
You'd
it
always
a lot.
watch start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've seen it a bunch. Top 5? No. Top 5 Princess? No.
Really?
I don't think so.
Not including. I mean, yeah, not including.
Well, I'm
new
gonna
ones.
include the new ones because in my head I grew up with Tangled, and
I guess I didn't.
so like to me I'm like these aren't new. Like Tangled's
I guess.
old.
Yeah, Tangled's like 2010, isn't it?
9, maybe 10. Yeah,
Frozen, I feel like I was older.
I saw. I mean, Frozen when it came out.
Me too.
It was like 2011.
2013. I was definitely in high school.
That feels crazy.
2013. It's
That's
December
still
2013.
that's a long time ago. That's 13 years
It
ago.
is, but I was like 3 years away from 18.
Okay, sure, but
So
like
I felt older.
and currently you're just gonna like you're still in high school, so we're really young.
No, you're right. No, so I saw that in 2013 when I was 2. But I kind of felt grown up by 2. I just matured really quickly. So I don't feel like I grew up with that.
Get that.
Yeah.
But no, Snow White's definitely not my top 5 princesses. Excluding, if we stop at, like, Rapunzel, if we stop there, she's still not my top 5, probably.
Wow.
No, there's no way.
Aurora's your top?
No. I think top would be Rapunzel. Tangled's definitely, like, my favorite. And then I'd probably put Pocahontas second.
Sure.
Aurora third. Mulan fourth. And then, like, maybe Cinderella.
Oh. Yeah, see, I don't like Cinderella.
Or no, Jasmine, probably. Jasmine's in the top 5.
She's hot.
And she's cool.
She flies when a boy helps her.
But, like, I love Snow White. So even though, like, bottom, but still, like, top.
Of a good bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we both have this history with...
You definitely know the
Snow
movie
White.
better than me.
Maybe.
I think you've just seen it more recently, maybe.
Maybe.
Because I don't remember it
Okay.
super well.
Yeah.
I remember the aesthetic, I remember the basic story, but I was asking you throughout this, like, was this
Is
in the
this in the
original?
original? Do you know how old she's supposed to be?
Like, 10.
She's 13 years old.
That's crazy. 13 is crazy!
I don't think they meant for it to be that way in
The Disney?
this one.
No.
I don't think she's supposed to be 13.
No.
13. But she is in the original.
That's wild.
I know.
Though also that makes sense, like True Love's Kiss, of course she'd be in love after meeting for an hour.
Yeah,
because you're
you
13.
just met.
It's like the whole Romeo and Juliet effect.
That is something I really liked about this movie, is they really fleshed out the relationship between the two of
Very
them.
true.
That it didn't feel weird for them
Yeah.
to, like, have this moment when she is passed out and, like, kiss.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, they do love each other. I saw it. I felt it.
Timeline-wise, I still was a little like, how long have we known each other?
I'm like, true love.
Wild, but like love.
But, like,
I was on
interested in
board,
each other.
100%.
Yeah,
and like, let's get her alive to explore this.
And
you know?
I, despite the 11-year age gap between Andrew Burnett and Rachel Zegler, I felt the chemistry.
No, I did.
I was rooting for it.
No, 100%. I did have to ask, how old's that man? At one point. Because I said, he does look a bit older.
Fatherly.
Yeah. But I'm also here for it. He's hot. She's hot. Let them...
No,
Yes.
I was all for them.
100%.
And 11 years is not bad.
She's 22 when she filmed it. She's
Yeah,
a
it's not like she was
woman.
18.
No.
And it's not like she's
It's
in
not
high school.
Kirsten Dunst, Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was okay.
Yeah.
But I did like that they did flesh out their relationship a little bit more. This is not exactly the animated movie. There are some new
some
songs.
changes. There are a ton of new songs.
There are, like, a ton of new songs. Because there's only, like, 3 in the original.
Yeah. Hi Ho.
That makes an appearance.
That makes an appearance. And extended cut of Hi Ho dropped.
And Whistle While You Work.
Whistle While You Work.
Is from the original. And then the only one that was cut, but Rachel hums it briefly in this, what is it called?
Does she sing a song by a well, or is that some other
That's the one.
Okay.
It's the I'm wishing for the one I love
Oh.
to find
Dreaming of a
me,
True Love's Kiss, is that from this?
to find me today. How does that go?
Is it I've Been Dreaming of a True Love's Kiss, or is that a different princess?
I dream.
I've
That's from
been dreaming of a-
Enchanted.
Well, that one kills.
So fucking funny. That is hysterical. That's Enchanted. No, it's the Someday my prince will come.
Is that Snow White?
That's Snow White, yeah.
I thought that was like Sleeping Beauty.
Wait, why am I like, is it Sleeping Beauty? What's the one from No, Sleeping Beauty is,
A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes is
that's
Cinderella.
Cinderella. Sleeping Beauty is, oh my gosh, it's when
Wait, no, I think
they're doing the waltz. What's the Sleeping Beauty one?
I can't remember, but I think you're right, because Snow White's voice in the original film sounds crazy, right?
Yes. It's like,
And it's like some elderly woman being like,
Yes. And in Snow White, because then whoever, I don't remember the prince's name in the original. I don't think he's given a name. But he comes in and he goes, today. And And that's the only song that was not in
Yes.
the actual this version. But Rachel hums it right before the witch knocks on the door.
Love. Okay, so a little reference.
'Cause I heard it and I was like,
Easter egg.
But we never got it.
That's cute.
Instead, she sings "Waiting on a Wish."
Which bomb?
The music killed.
The music killed. Pasek and Paul. You guys have a
Struck
future.
gold. Have you guys done anything before?
No, genuinely, I need to see what's coming next for you guys. Two to look out for.
No,
okay?
truly, up and comers.
Up and comers. You heard it here first.
Genuinely,
Come on the pod.
the music's so good.
Music's so good. The
And
music kills.
Saved every song.
No, genuinely, Broadway.
And I
Very theatrical.
will be
Very
buying
fun.
the vinyl record.
No, $29.99 to steal Pasek and Paul.
So good.
Get it now before they blow up.
No, genuinely.
Genuinely, I'm scared.
You guys need to be on the lookout for these men.
100%, okay? Eyes peeled. But no, music kills.
Music kills. There's a duet. There's 2 duets between
Two words.
the Prince
Rachel
and
and
Rachel.
Jonathan. I like how she gets a real name.
Yeah, I was gonna say Snow White and Jonathan.
Yeah.
Rachel and Andrew. They get 2 duets. One's like a little fun and like a little
Feisty, a
Feisty.
little feminist. Rachel would
yes.
say.
And then the other one's a little like lovey-dovey ballad.
Yeah.
Kills.
So good.
So good.
So good.
And then Gal Gadot gets
a banger.
banger.
A banger.
Like
I love a villain song.
no, like in the Moana movie.
Yes,
villain
the best
song
one,
goes
Entangled.
hard. Mother Knows Best.
Yeah, and she does. Gal Gadot's song kills. Also, was that her singing that last note? Because last note went crazy. Both times.
I was gonna say there were the 2
in the
times that she does
reprise,
it.
same note again. I was like,
It's like she. I need to know if she did all of
the singing.
all of her
No,
vocals.
right?
It's very clearly her
Yes.
during the other parts.
because
but-
it's like fine. And then at the end, I said, oh, Broadway.
no, genuinely,
Good returning.
this whole movie Broadway.
Broadway, 100%.
It should be on Broadway.
It should be. I would love to see it.
And that's why when we found out that it was Pasek and Paul during, I was like,
Yes.
okay.
I know there's some theatre version of Snow White, but I'm pretty sure it's not like a musical.
I think it's like a Snow White Junior. Like
Maybe.
for like a stage.
Or like Ariana Grande was in one. This is how I know it. When she in like 2013
I feel like
in LA
I'm a little shocked
in like a playhouse
we haven't gotten like a Snow White
on Broadway.
on Broadway.
Because
But I
Disney
mean,
on Broadway does well.
if we think about it, in the original, there's not
Yeah.
that much music,
That's true.
but now there is.
So Pasek and Paul really opened that door.
Yes.
And get Rachel in it.
But like we have Cinderella, which also doesn't have that much music originally.
That's true.
And then they created.
They created Rodgers and Hammerstein's
but we have
Cinderella on Broadway.
so many Snow White alternative like movies. Those have existed.
That's true.
Like Mirror Mirror is
Yeah.
Snow White. Snow White and the Huntsman.
Sydney White.
Sydney White.
Amanda Bynes is
Classic.
here
I
for the
love
classic
that
remix.
movie.
Banger.
So we've had so many different variations of Snow
Sure.
White, but we've never gotten like a full blown musical of
Very
Snow
true.
White.
Here
until
she
now.
is.
And I'm here for it.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So we've talked about the music. Let's talk about the cast.
I was just gonna say, let's talk about the
Okay,
cast.
number one, does Cast go crazy?
I kind of think cast goes crazy.
Cast goes crazy light.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
This is gonna be controversial. Just in general, I think our opinions
Oh, okay,
on
great.
everything.
Yeah. I thought you were gonna say something
No.
controversial. This could be controversial. I hate women.
For
I don't
starters-
think they should be on screen.
Rachel Zegler, who has been the victim of a hate train for
ages.
ever.
Literally just because she's a woman with opinions.
And
Not even crazy opinions.
no, and like she got so much hate for this movie specifically, starting with that interview
Yeah.
where she said that this is going to be not your typical Snow White, where she's
Yeah.
not just waiting for the prince to save her.
Yeah.
Which, let's be honest, the original Snow White, which kills,
Yes.
is truly about just a woman.
Yes. And it's made in the 30s and it's a product of its time.
Yeah.
And it was like crazy for the time as well. Like
Exactly.
the first full length Disney cartoon, whatever. Like that's great.
And it's
1937, go
It
off.
works. It works perfectly fine.
Also, like the fact that there's a new one with things that have been revised doesn't mean that the old one's gone. It's still there, babe. Put the VHS
Just watch
in.
it.
Watch it.
And like that's what kind of irritates me a little bit is that she got so much hate because it was almost like, God forbid she's a feminist
No, what?
who wants Snow White to... And so, honestly, I did have a little bit of fear going into this.
That they were gonna, like...
That it was gonna be, like, shoved down our throat.
100%.
Like, it wasn't gonna feel... But as we were talking when we left, it felt very natural.
100%. It was subtly feminist.
Like,
it just was. It wasn't trying to be.
Her character as Snow White was a little stronger of a character.
Yes.
That's what it was.
She stood up to Gal Gadot at some points, and even Princey commented on it.
Yeah, and so it didn't...
She was up for fighting alongside Prince.
Yes. It wasn't just be like, save me. Which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. That movie is great.
I'd do that.
And this version felt naturally, like, of its time. Like, of this time.
And that's the thing. I feel like if they remade it exactly the same way, people would have a problem with that. So you actually just can't win.
And the other thing is, I'm like, you guys don't want a strong female lead?
No, like, that's nuts.
Like, God forbid we change some things. It's okay.
And again, people are just really treating things like they're a classic novel or like it's some kind, I don't know. And being like, you can't change it. You can't change what? Like some Nazis movie from the 30s? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, I think it also has to do with this unprovoked hate that Rachel Zegler constantly gets, no matter what she does.
I so think it's jealousy.
I think so. You know, she was like an unknown who got discovered by Steven Spielberg.
I'm not gonna lie, like, I get it. I'm not, I mean...
You're jealous.
No,
like,
yeah.
I want her life.
100%. Like, a part of me's like, ugh, but also she's so talented that I'm like, yeah, you've earned it, babe.
That's the
And
issue.
she's lovely. So I'm like, great. I
know,
love
she's so
when great
sweet.
things happen to, like, nice, talented people. I'm not jealous. I want to be there alongside her, you know? Sure.
Or, like, you want to be her, that's fine.
No, for sure. I get that.
I'm not gonna pull her down, though, because of
of course. Like, yeah, just because she's hot and talented and successful doesn't mean we have to tear her down.
And
we
then-
can all be hot, talented, and successful one day, okay?
it. The flip side of the coin, it stems from racism.
No, yeah, the stuff that I mean, my Facebook's really problematic. Not my Facebook. I'm gonna put that out there. I literally don't post on there. The last time I posted on there was to update my profile picture and say that I love horses. But the stuff that comes up on my Facebook feed is like the most misogynistic, racist stuff you've ever seen. My Facebook algorithm's insane. So like all of these posts about Rachel Zegler talking about how ugly she is, talking about like Snow White, like awful. And so people have really taken that and ran with it, and I think that's insane.
It's very unfortunate.
Yes.
And that's like this movie got hate bombed on IMDb with a 2 out of 10 stars, which is insane.
Insane. But yeah, and it's all around like one line about her skin being white as snow in the original.
Who gives a
Who cares?
flying...
Who cares? Again, it's not like a classic text that you need to stick to every word of. Like, who cares?
Her name
of course,
can be Snow White. Like,
no, right?
Who cares?
What do you mean?
God forbid. That's
Yes.
It's giving like neo-Nazi, like,
No, right?
she's
Rebecca
not white.
Black is white, and what's wrong with that?
I don't see anybody.
I don't see anybody talking about.
Is she white? I actually don't know.
She's not black.
No.
She's not black. Actually, who am I to say?
Let me see.
If she is, maybe everyone has a point.
I don't know what she is. She could
I don't
not
know
be
what she
white.
is, and it doesn't matter.
Amen.
Amen. I mean, it does matter. I do see color. But
Her mother's Mexican.
not black. Not black. So point still stands. Like, it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that Rachel Zegler killed.
She's great.
Her singing voice is out of this world. Oh my god!
my God.
Whoa!
That was crazy.
That's what happens when we're in the same room.
100%. We lock in.
It is out of this world. And also, I love the Rachel Zegler. If she becomes like the biggest...
Rachel Zegler songs.
No, if she becomes like the biggest ever, like one of the biggest actors in the world, there's going to be everyone doing Rachel Zegler impressions, and it's going to be them doing the chin jutted out with like the teeth going over. Mm-hmm. That's what she does it all the time.
She does. No, I think Rachel Zegler's a really good actress.
And I think for like the position she was just sort of thrown in to this world, she's handling it beautifully.
100%. 100%. Occasionally, there'd be some, like like Disney.
Yes,
But
yes.
like whatever.
And I think it works
It's
for the movie.
fine. It's fine.
Which, for it being fine, let's move on to Gal Gadot. Maybe gotten more hate than Rachel for this movie.
Recently. And thank God. Like let's share it around.
Let's talk about it. Is she great? God, no.
Absolutely.
Is she good? Sometimes.
So Gal
Sometimes.
Gadot is so inconsistent.
No,
That's
genuinely.
like it's wild. Within the same sentence. Like it'll start off and you're like, oh. And then some random intonation will come out of nowhere. Or some like quirked up eye gesture. Yeah, like she'll pull a sword out and she'll go,
Some of those movements I was getting from Rachel too, which make me think, is it a direction? For like Disney.
that's true.
But otherwise with intonation and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And, like the first time we saw Gal Gadot and the first few things she did, I was like, oh. I was like, an actor.
Genuinely, at the very beginning, we were like, oh, because people have been saying career best from Rachel, career worst from Gal Gadot. And like, the flashback where she didn't have any words, we were like, oh.
I know, I was like, oh my God.
Wait, we believe her.
I
Shocked.
No, truly.
Shocked. I was like, maybe this is a career best. I don't believe a word
This is
she
the
says
best
in
thing
Wonder
she's
Woman.
ever
I'm so
done.
confused. And then she opened her mouth at some point and I said, oh.
It was like the minute she turned evil,
Yeah.
we were like, oh.
Yeah. I said, I'm out. I'm out.
It's almost as though like when
Career
she...
best and career worst from Gal Gadot.
She probably was like writing off the beginning when she's like a normal human being as like, this isn't important. And maybe that's what she needs to do for
I think
everything.
just throw it away.
Just
throw it away.
Just throw it away.
Just throw it away.
Rose Byrne.
Just throw it away.
That's what she needs to do.
I think she tries to put her pussy into acting too much.
Maybe.
Maybe. It's hard
I'd
to tell.
love to
but she
do-
didn't put any pussy into Wonder Woman.
No, but that was like her first big.
Yeah, and she was wooden, but like
It worked.
it's fine.
And
I
that's
feel
what
like Wonder
we
Woman, if
said
you're hot, like go off.
when
you
we
know?
were leaving this movie though, is she's barely in it.
She's barely in it. Also, like, I don't really care if the villain's like camp.
Yeah.
For this film,
Absolutely.
Was
The
she-
evil queen.
like go off. Was she remotely like menacing or threatening?
No.
And if I'm a kid, thank God.
No, yeah, you're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
I'm like,
I think the
love.
scariest scene is the same as the animated movie, the
Yeah.
forest. Like that's the
Does
scariest
she
part.
drown for a bit in the? Okay, yeah, that was scary.
And like the
CGI for
forest
that was-
grabbing her.
Yeah.
I loved it. I thought it was
Yeah.
beautiful. Like the movie is so colorful, it's so
Yes.
vibrant. And Gal Gadot is barely in it and she's fine. It's okay that she's shit.
Yeah, no, I don't. Honestly, fun.
I agree.
Like I was into it. I was eating it up.
And
actually.
her song killed.
Killed.
So who cares?
That's the thing. Who cares? It didn't remotely hinder my enjoyment. Also, like, maybe I wouldn't have liked it if I was taking the Queen really seriously.
No, I don't think you're
Like, it was
supposed
fun.
to take the Queen seriously.
No, and I didn't.
And Rachel doesn't take the Queen seriously.
Exactly. Like, we're supposed to be like, oh, she's a laughable head of power.
So, yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
So that's why I'm like, the criticism that's coming from people who haven't seen the movie on Gal Gadot specifically
Yeah.
is like, who you watch the movie and I feel like you'll walk out and be like, not even remembering that Gal Gadot's in
No,
it.
barely in it. And honestly, as an old woman, some of her best work.
Agreed. She killed as the old woman.
She killed. Also, that transformation into the old woman,
Great.
jaw on the floor.
Absolutely.
CGI team, makeup
Killed,
team,
yeah.
killed.
I agree.
They made her look like an old white woman a little.
Yeah.
And I said, how'd they do that?
Let's do that.
How'd they do that? Is that offensive?
Is it? No.
No, she's offensive.
But she killed.
So they cancel each other
And
out.
she's great as an old white woman.
And she's great.
So
Maybe that's her niche. Okay?
that's what she needs to work on.
Transformative.
Oh my god, she's a chameleon.
Gal Gadot chameleon. And that's how you get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
That's what she had to do.
That's what she had to do. She uglied up. That's her Oscar.
I remember seeing a TikTok of somebody being like, would her song, this was before I had heard it,
Okay, yeah.
would her song kill if it was sung by somebody else? And so when I was going into this movie, I was expecting the song to be kind of
Bad. Yeah.
And then it just slaughtered. That I was
Yeah.
like, I don't think it needs to be sung by somebody
No.
else.
Would it kill if it was sung by someone else? Yes. But it also
It
kills
still
now.
kills.
Yeah. So power to Pascal Paul, power to Gal.
Yeah.
My gal.
My gal.
My Gal Gadot.
Don't get us wrong.
Don't get us wrong. She's untalented and probably problematic.
But she's barely in this movie.
She's barely in this movie. She's hot.
She has some moments of like, okay.
Yeah. You know what? I would also like to say that this movie, like, is a testament to how hot Rachel Zegler and Gal Gadot are.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they were trying to be done dirty.
They gave Rachel that bob.
That bob
That
is
changes
hard.
every 2 seconds.
Whiplash. Try to keep up with that bob.
Genuinely.
And I think that's what the continuity department said. They said, I can't keep up.
I don't
Ooh,
think they had one.
I don't think they had one. Genuinely, every frame, different hair.
Same scene, every frame.
Every frame.
You see
Curled
her,
up
you
to the
go
gods,
away, you come
sprayed
back.
up to the gods, volume to the gods, flat.
I'm actually
Insane.
shocked
No,
that they
like-
got away with that.
No, genuinely?
Who signed off on that?
No. It's crazy. I haven't seen this kind of lack of hair continuity since, like, Glee. And they had a shooting schedule. They were doing 22 episodes a season.
That's
Ryan Murphy's
different.
famous for bad continuity.
Yeah.
That makes... And it's for Fox, whatever. This is, like, a big budget, been in the works
Disney.
for 3 years, Disney film.
Yeah. I feel like
Wild.
the editor probably was editing and then went to like the director and was like, hey, I just need
Yeah.
you to know that. And he's like, whatever.
No, 100%. I actually feel bad for the editor. Because some of the editing really killed. I mean, I
Yes.
guess as a whole it killed. I don't
No,
have
I
any problems.
agree.
Some of it in particular, we were like, okay, cut.
No, genuinely.
And so I do not blame them. If that's what they had to work with, that's what they had to
yeah,
work with. Ignore it.
Would just love to be behind the scenes of
Yeah.
the hair department.
Yeah. And most of the choices the hair department made, woeful.
There were like 2 good looks.
Yeah, when it started falling flat a bit, like end of day shots, I'm gonna
Yeah,
guess.
when she
When
had
they
just
let her
woken
chill.
up,
Yeah.
it was
when she had just
great.
woken up, and then by the time she'd somehow made it to the front door,
gone.
volume to the gods. I want to know where she found hairspray in the woods.
That's one of the worst things about this movie was the continuity.
The continuity, just the hair in general. But yeah, I also feel like Gal Gadot, like, she's gorge.
And they
And
tried so hard.
some of her outfits were, like, fugly and would be unflattering on someone else. She still looked bomb because she's hot.
I
And
didn't love the
also-
crown.
I didn't love the crown, and even just, like, only having that much of her face showing and having
Yeah.
that really harsh makeup.
But that's what the queen looks like in the animated movie.
It's true, but she still kind of looks hot.
Yeah.
No, I mean, Gal Gadot also looks hot, but I feel
it's
like
just
they
hot.
didn't...
They tried.
They tried to not make
Yeah.
her look hot, and I was like, that's wild.
Yeah.
And again, yeah, right, but they both still looked gorge, so
They
that's
did.
a testament to them.
Rest of the cast, great.
Great.
I loved Andrew Burnap as the prince.
Yeah,
He's got a little bit of like sass to him.
he does. He's fun.
Yeah.
A little bit Jonathan Bailey light.
He gives like by king.
He does. He
Yeah,
does.
that's like
he does.
the vibe.
Like
he gives.
Fierro.
Yeah. Which I liked. I thought
I
that was
like.
fun.
You know what? Yeah, because I don't think there's a world in which any Disney prince is straight.
You know who I would love to see him play?
Who?
And this prince reminded me of like Robin Hood.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah.
like a little. I feel like the Robin Hoods that we've gotten over the time have been like for men. This is like the
Yeah.
manly Robin Hood, like
No, 100%, because I was going to say, like, the second you say Robin Hood, I kind of mentally joke
right.
out.
But
Yeah.
this gives Robin Hood to me should be sort of like on the queer side, and I think
agree.
that he brought that energy,
has that in spades.
and I feel like that's what we needed.
100%.
So I loved him as the king or
Yeah.
as the prince.
I was the
Although
prince.
he's not really a prince until the end.
Yeah. I love him as the man, the male lead.
Yes.
Jonathan.
The bandit.
The bandit.
The dwarves were fun.
The dwarves were fun. Yeah,
The
I
CGI
actually...
was good. Like I
CGI was
felt
good.
the emotion.
And you know what? I'm not going to defend the dwarf choice, because I do agree, like, that's kind of wild, but I can see why maybe they thought of it. Because, I guess, like, if they're trying to be like, okay, it's 2025, we're gonna make it of the times. It's wild that she walks into this house and makes these, like, 7 differently abled men
Yeah.
her kind of servants in a way. So
Yeah.
maybe they were like, you know what, we don't want there to be a hierarchy, we don't want it to be like a class thing or like an ableist thing, so we're just gonna totally make it CGI and animated and make them not like humans, so it's a different world, it's not real,
That's what I always.
so there's no gonna be no...
Yeah. I feel like that's kind of. They were like, they're magic though. Which
Yeah.
in the original, they're not.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, okay,
They're like non-human.
You
They're
can't
like
criticize
otherworldly.
us for making a political statement because there is none because they're not real.
Which,
So I get.
yeah.
I get. And, like, I liked them in the movie, but I also do get that it's kind of crazy that, like, people
I'm
with
also
dwarfism don't get that many roles. And
kind
they're
of-
like, and these are gone too.
I'm shocked at the way that they sort of copy and pasted them from the original.
Fully.
Like, looks-wise. I feel like they could have
Homage,
taken
I
some
guess.
creative liberties.
No, and I also was like, yeah, why are they all white? Why are they all just, like, small white men?
But they truly did just, like,
Small white
copy
animated
paste.
magical men.
Which they're not even magical. That was crazy. Like, and the magic is barely touched on.
For sure.
They touched on it once when they were in the mines, and that's it.
Yeah. I honestly, the mine scene went crazy.
Oh, I loved it.
It went, and you wouldn't know this, but it gave, like, Gringold's Harry Potter vibes.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah, I
You know exactly.
couldn't agree more.
And I know that's exactly what you were going to say, and I
And
took the words out of your
yeah,
mouth.
that's kind of rude.
No, I'm
actually.
so
I just-
sorry.
On the tip of my tongue.
I know. It was giving ride at Universal.
I've done that.
Yeah. What? Not the Harry Potter ride. I mean, it was giving it should
have
be
you
a
done
ride.
the Snow White ride in Disney? It's like the
Has it
Snow
been
White
here for a while?
mine.
Oh, wait, okay.
It's been there for a decent while.
Me being like, that should be a ride. It is.
It is.
That's
You
cool.
like
Good to
literally
know.
ride in a mine cart on Snow White, and you go
Wait,
through.
that's so cool.
It's fun.
I can't remember.
It's a little bit of a coaster.
Okay, probably
Like
not then.
It's like a small coaster.
I haven't been since I was 7, so probably not.
Oh no, it's probably been there. I don't know, 15 years maybe.
Oh, well.
So you were like
So-
-5.
No,
when it came
literally.
out.
So it was definitely
Yeah.
not when I was 7. It was definitely not 5 years ago.
But yeah, it's so fun. Love the Snow White ride.
Okay, that's bomb.
Big fan. I don't think it's in Disneyland. I think it's only in Disney World.
Oh, well, I've never been to Florida.
I could be very wrong. This could be all a lie. I don't know.
I'll fact check, I guess.
I don't know
or
when it
won't.
came out,
You
and I don't know
fact
where it's
check.
at. But I know it
But
exists.
I loved it.
Yes.
I also, like, the extended hi-ho, I thought killed. Because we all know hi-ho, and off to work we go.
See, I didn't know. I thought that part was added.
Off to work we go?
I think it's just home from work we go
Really?
in the original. I believe.
So what I was about to say is going to be the complete opposite. Because I was going to say, I love that we got to see them come home as
let
well.
me do a little fact check.
Whatever, I definitely know they only do one way. They either go to work or come home from work.
I'm pretty sure it's only coming home.
Love. But I like that we got to see their work day. We got to see them go to work, we got to see their work day, and we got to see them come home from work.
The original, in fact, is only it's home from work we go.
There we go. I like that we got to see them go off to work.
Because I believe that that's a Mandela effect.
Wow.
I think so. Like people are talking, not me, because I never thought that.
Okay.
But everyone else always said that it's off to work we go.
That's what I must have just heard other people say.
But I don't think that it has to say. I never thought that. But whenever I hear people say that, I'm like, where are you getting that from?
And
but they did it here.
They're getting it from Disney Snow White.
They did it in Disney Snow White.
Yeah.
They went to and from.
And we got to see the day.
And
The
also,
whole day.
now it's not a Mandela effect.
No, exactly.
They got rid of that.
They leaned into the Mandela effect.
They said, let's just cut that.
Yeah, it's fine.
You guys need to stop.
Yeah. They
but
validated. That's
I
nice.
loved that. I also feel like Whistle While You Work was very different and a little extended.
Yeah.
Now, Snow White doesn't work remotely.
No, that's what I meant by, like, the servitude thing.
Every
like,
time they hand her a broom or like
delegates.
she gives it to somebody else.
Queen of delegation. Obsessed with that.
I kept looking that I was like waiting for like anytime they would hand her something.
For her to do anything.
For her to like use it briefly, but she literally doesn't.
No, and honestly, girl boss, she breaks into someone's home, sleeps in 3 of their beds, and then the next day puts them to work, says, your house is dirty, clean it for me, and then go off to your, like, 12-hour workday in the mines.
Yeah. Also, those beds have to be tiny as hell because Rachel Zegler's
Tiny.
tiny.
And she needs 3 beds?
Yeah.
Nuts. Nuts.
Nuts.
Give me the height in those men. Crazy.
But no. Okay, so like, what'd you think of the movie?
I liked the movie.
And like, can I say something?
Yeah.
I loved the movie.
Whoa!
Like, I loved it.
Whoa, are you between an 8 and a 9?
Yes. Like, truly.
Okay, well, that's a little crazy.
And I gave it a 10 on IMDb because I hate all these racist
Yeah.
people that are giving it a 2.
Yes.
So I gave it a 10 there. I would not give it a 10.
Yeah.
I am between like a high 8 and a low 9.
Okay. I'm going a 7.
Okay.
Like a high 7.
Okay.
It was fun. I had a great time.
I think that this is my favorite live action
Whoa.
Disney movie. that they've done.
I can't say that. I don't know if that's true for me. I need to think about it. It could be true. I don't know if it is.
I know it's not Cinderella.
It's not Cinderella.
My other one that
It's
I
not
really
Lion King.
it's not Lion King. It's not Mulan. I'm sorry. I didn't really love
didn't see it.
the live action Mulan. I'm
Beauty and the Beast.
I like no. I liked
I liked it at the time. I can't remember.
I really liked Aladdin.
I liked Aladdin.
That's the other one that I'm like
Yeah.
I'm also really hopeful.
Oh, Little Mermaid.
That'd probably be like third for
Give
me.
it an 8.
Yeah, that'd probably be like third for me.
Gotcha. Oh, third. Okay, yeah. I can count.
Like I'd put this above Little Mermaid,
Right.
and I also would put Aladdin above Little Mermaid. I really am. I'm hopeful for this Lilo and Stitch movie, though.
Me too. Me too. I'm excited.
Can I say something that also people are probably not going to agree with me on?
What?
I like that they're doing these live actions. I know that it's a money grab
Yeah.
fully, but I feel like when I was watching this movie, it brought like a flood of emotions because I was like, I grew up like this was what I watched when I was like 5 and 6. And now I'm 25, 26, 27 watching
And now you're 12.
and now I'm 12 years old and I'm getting to like relive it almost. Like
Yeah.
get to watch it again for the first time.
I get
almost.
that. I also feel like, especially with like animated stuff, because you like grew up imagining what it would look like,
Exactly.
and now you get to see that,
We have the ability to do that.
which is cool.
And I just like I feel like I'm watching Snow White for the first time ever.
Yeah.
And like I like
I did
that.
too because I forgot it. I was like, whoa.
Like I really like that we're able to do that.
It is cool.
I was a live action Lady and the Tramp. I didn't love that.
So,
Not a big fan. But like I personally want them to remake every animated Disney movie.
not The Lion King.
They already did that.
Well, no, they didn't remake it. What do you? There were no real lions in it. That's not live action. That's what pissed me off. I said, what? That's just CGI lions instead of animated lions.
Well,
What's
that's like with Lady and the Tramp. They use real dogs, which was great.
That's iconic. Give
So-
dogs more roles in film.
but
And I always say that.
How
Was Messi in it? Okay.
Messi should have been in it.
Casted not
Next,
crazy.
Lady and the Tramp 2, Scout's Adventure, whatever it's called.
Love.
I love that movie.
Love, love.
But like some of those, how are you gonna like make them live action?
That's true, in which case don't do it.
But like other ones you can do, and they've done it, and
Yeah.
that's what I like.
Especially like Little Mermaid I was excited for because I was like, what would that look like live
Yeah.
action? That's gonna be hard, which is why.
Yeah, I liked Little Mermaid.
I liked it. I had a good time.
I liked it a lot. I really liked this. I need to rewatch Aladdin before I can say
Yeah.
if I liked it more than this. It might be recency bias.
I really liked it.
I loved it. Like
a great
this is
time.
one that I'm like I would watch it again.
Oh, I'd watch it again. Like it was so fun.
Like I want to go home and be like take my parents to go see it. Although they're gonna go see it without me anyways.
You know what? I don't think Donna's gonna do it. I will show it to her when I'm home.
Good.
And
My
we
parents are
watch that.
seeing it in like 2 days.
Love.
So,
Love.
but maybe I'll go with like my sister and my niece and nephew.
Cute.
Close their eyes during the
Scary part.
forest scene.
I'll do that with Donna.
Don't worry, mommy.
Billy.
But no, I think that the hate that it's gotten already is so it's just blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
It's racism. It's misogynistic.
For sure. The costumes are kind of bad.
The costumes are, but it's also so dedicated to the original.
That's honestly, I appreciate that. I think that might be part of the problem.
I don't think I would want sort of a reimagined Snow White dress.
I wouldn't want it to be totally different, but
I think
don't know.
it was a little too like fluffy.
Yeah, it gave a little too like I'm dressing up as Snow White.
Yes, like Halloween costume.
Like Halloween costume. Same with one of the Evil Queen's looks, and
Yeah.
the other ones just looked a bit
I
fugly.
loved Andrew Burnap's outfits.
Yeah,
His costumes were
Kill.
so good.
I do agree. His pants could have been tighter.
He's the only one
apart
though.
from that.
The prince's outfits in that are not remotely similar.
Yeah,
But I
it's, like,
want
of the
his
vibe.
outfits. Like I
Yeah.
want his costumes.
No, they
but they
killed.
turned him into a bandit, which he's not in the original.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I still loved it. Ugh. I like want to see it again like now. Like
Let's
that's how much
go.
I liked it.
Let's go.
All right.
Who cares about Paul? Let's go.
Yeah, we've got important things to do.
We've got a meeting with Paul Mescal in Brooklyn.
He's gonna be on the pod.
He's gonna be on
next
the
week.
pod. Don't worry about it.
But do you have anything else that you want to like shoot?
I'll check my notes. I'm pretty sure I
I
ticked
took
them all off.
this many notes.
No, and that's good because we were in a film.
I was just living it up, enjoying the day. But
Nope, I think I said everything.
yeah, like I feel like we hit it. We hit it hard.
We hit it. I think we hit it pretty concisely.
Yeah. I say go see it before you
see it.
form an opinion
Suck
on
it
it.
up. The amount of people who are just not going to see it because they say that looks really bad. Go see it.
And then say whether you... If you don't like it after you see it, fine.
And if you haven't seen it, keep your little trap shut, maybe.
And don't drag women down.
I'm sorry, you're not hot and talented.
I'm sorry you're not Rachel Zegler.
I'm sorry. No, and even if you are and you haven't been discovered yet, don't take that out on Rachel because she has. Okay?
Amen.
Amen.
And with that,
I'm feeling sick. Wait,
feeling-
tag yourself.
in the movie...
Yeah.
Oh god. Tag yourself as a dwarf and then and then tag yourself as like a character
Like
in
my
general.
playing type or
Like
myself.
yourself. Not your playing type. Not who would you get cast
was
as,
gonna
but
say, like,
who are you?
who are the dwarves? Grumpy, dopey, silly.
No. Okay, that's a good one. Name all the dwarves.
Grumpy,
Grumpy.
dopey,
Dopey.
sneezy,
Sneezy.
slap, happy,
Slappy. Happy. Correct. You got 3 more.
Doc,
Dog. 2 more.
grunge, and angry.
I'm forgetting which ones you said. I know one you didn't say.
I don't know anymore.
Bashful.
Bashful, Titus.
Yes. But I'm forgetting which ones you already said. Did you say sleepy?
Yeah,
Did you say sneezy?
I only said one of them.
Okay, sneezy is the other one then.
Yeah.
Out of those, I feel like you'd be happy.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I would be. What are the others?
Happy, bashful, dopey, doc, sleepy, sneezy, grumpy.
What's Doc like?
He's sort of like the leader of the...
You'd be Doc.
I was gonna say, I think I would probably be
Yeah.
Doc. On a bad day, grumpy.
I guess.
But I'm not usually grumpy.
No, yeah.
I feel like I'm probably Doc, and then maybe sneezy.
You're sneezy today. You're on your
You're right. I'm on my
Dayquil.
Dayquil. I'm sneezy today. No, I think Doc, and I think you'd be happy.
Yeah. I thought maybe playing type I could be dopey. Not in this
Yeah.
film
Like, if
necessarily,
you
because
were,
he
like-
was like kind of a well of
I know,
emotion.
he had like a
He had an
character
arc. Like he was crazy.
But then, like, overall in the movie, like, who are you as in your soul? I think you're...
It's gonna be offensive.
No, I think that you would be... I honestly think, like, out of everybody in the cast, the character that suits you the most is probably, like, Happy. Or... I'm not saying you're playing this character. I'm not saying you look like this character. But, like, personality-wise,
I'm just happy and I have no arc and no lines.
or maybe Happy has lines.
What did Happy
He said,
say?
"I'm happy," and they said, "We know." Or that crossbow guy.
Shut up.
Who would you play if you were cast in it? Gal Gadot.
Honored.
No, I think you could play the evil queen. I think you would be
love-
cast as the evil queen because
Don't-
you'd get like the old woman and the
Seriously, go range.
yes. That's why I'm like, why did Gal Gadot get cast? We need range.
We need range.
I think that's who you'd be cast.
Yeah,
as.
I could like
Yeah, that's
pull
what
out
I'm
a
saying.
knife. I could do
I
that.
think you would be
I could
cast.
camp it up as
they
well.
would
like,
put
yeah.
you in that role.
Okay, love.
Yeah.
No, you'd probably be like the prince.
Oh, that's so sweet. I want to wear his outfits.
No, yeah. I could see you'd eat up.
I feel like I'd
you'd
play-
eat up princess.
I feel like
problems.
I would do this prince more than like
Yeah,
the original.
yeah. No, he's fun.
Yeah.
He likes the outdoors.
He loves a princess problem.
Yeah, no, you'd eat up princess problems.
our
I'm so
skills.
serious. You'd go.
No, thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Which dwarf? Oh, Doc.
Yeah, dog.
We love Doc.
We love dogs. Dog and sometimes sneezy.
Doc in this moment right now.
Yeah.
Although I'm not really sneezy.
That's true. Well, there's not coffee.
I'm not even that coffee. It was
There's
when I
not-
was drinking coffee. That made me feel coffee.
Does that just feeling a little under the weather?
Illy.
Illy, you love?
Sicky.
Oh, sicky, see you next.
And with that.
With that. Sick.
Are we just
feeling
fully
it?
ending? Are we feeling
I
the end?
guess.
I think so.
What else is there to do?
See the movie, that's it.
See the movie.
And we're gonna go do that again.
We've got to go.
So, sick.
I hope you have a sick rest of your day.
Oh, that's cute. I hope
Thank
that
you.
we see you next Tuesday.
Bye.